to the show. To all my newcomers, welcome to the Clintonville Slasher. I'm your host, Sir Frank Wilkes, and let's talk about a horror movie, you fucking nerds. Today, I want to fix my hair because it sucks. But today, anyway, I want to talk about this film right here, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Part 2. Yeah, a little rundown of the film is that the events of this film take place a few months later, or maybe like a few months to a year later after the events of the first one. Now, Christopher Robin is basically an outcast, and no one really believes that he ran into these like feral creatures in the middle of the woods. So everybody in town thinks that he's a crazy person and that what he's saying isn't true, and he actually murdered everybody. So he's like a social pariah, and he's an outcast, and nobody wants to deal with him. Nobody wants to talk to him, and he basically is just an outcast. His parents are getting harassed, his girlfriend's getting harassed, his family members are all harassed, his friends are all harassed, and he kind of just pushes everybody away and kind of just centers himself and just kind of gets away from everything. Well, at the same time, there are a lot of people in town that believe Christopher Robin, and they decide that they're going to go out to the 100-acre woods and they're going to push these guys. They're going to try to find Pooh and Piglet and find these monsters. So they push and push and push through the 100-acre woods, burning down everything that in their way, looking for Pooh and his friends. Meanwhile, Pooh and his friends are actually pushed out of the 100-acre woods, and Pooh has to look for new friends. He runs into Owl and Tigger. So Owl and Tigger and Piglet and Pooh are all sitting in Owl's like hideout area, and Owl suggests to them that they need to take the fight to the humans. So that's what they do. So they take the fight to the humans, and one of the very first scenes in the film is Pooh attacking these girls in like a mini Winnie, not like a mini Winnie, but like a camper. Pooh tips the camper over. He's got like this big, long, fucking bear trap, and one of the very first kills, it was like the three girls that get murdered. Okay, so I'm gonna spoil this, but anyway, he takes one of the first kills is he rams a pipe through the door. He kills one of the girls through the stomach. The next girl, she gets lit on fire, and the third girl, Pooh chases her and breaks all of her limbs one by one, snap, 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 and then throws her face into a fucking bear trap and just closes it shut. The kill scenes in this are fucking exquisite. They're so good. Anyway, a little bit of the plot is that Pooh and Christopher Robin are going to do this big clash because the two of them are social pariahs. They're outcasts, and they have to, get in this one last epic battle. But meanwhile, when Christopher Robin was younger, he's going to now that he's out of the woods and he's trying to get his life back together. He does try to go to therapy, and his therapist tries to get him to come back and kind of center himself and figure out what triggered all of this. So she takes her back to a time when he was younger, to a party. And his brother was actually kidnapped, and he can actually see the kidnapper's face. So when he sees the kidnapper, he follows the guy who he knows is the kidnapper. And when he catches him, he said, "I had to take your brother, and I had to take a bunch of other kids and give them to this doctor who was doing these weird experiments on these kids, mixing the kids' DNA with animal DNA. So in turn, all the feral creatures were actually the missing children from town, and Pooh is actually Christopher Robin's twin brother, or his brother, and Billy." And so that's the hugest plot twist to this film. It's really, really good. And I said, the kill scenes are exquisite. The plot is really good. The storyline's really good. The ending is fucking great. I mean, the kill scenes alone are fucking exquisite. Just a bloody fucking masterpiece. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I suggest checking it out if you've never seen this. I love the first film. I really think that they had a B-rated idea and they ran with it, and they were able to capture such a good audience with it that they were able to move it into a part 2. And it's really cool because Christopher Robin's brain is so fucked up that when he thought Pooh was like his friend back in the day, he wasn't really seeing that. He was seeing what his brain couldn't understand. So Pooh was always a feral creature. He was always fucked up. So I think I love that idea. So check it out. It is streaming for free on Peacock and other streaming services as well. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom. Stay horror. Have a great Saturday. And we'll see you next time, you fucking nerds.